It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Soldier Field. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the latest in a long line of NFL QBs from USC.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To the air, Williams. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. There's a nice move. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain and a conversion on 3rd down. That's a big pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. L'Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Swift again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
2nd and 6. He completes it to Boyd. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
It was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be second down. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw here taken in by Wiley, the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Here's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Williams.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Looking to throw is Williams. That's complete. Romadunze.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up.
Here's Williams.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly, and knocked it free.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Well, not a huge gain there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Here comes 3rd down at 7. To throw, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Touchdown! DJ Moore from 6 yards away. And the Bears have taken the lead.
A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Santos now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They'll set up to throw.
Open man downfield is Ridley.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw again. He gets this one to Boyd. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He gets this one to Burks.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Back to throw again.
He gets it to Burks again.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Calvin Ridley, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Titans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
On for the extra point is Folk. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And just shutting him off there.
The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Second and 13. This one caught by Ridley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return, Carter. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Play action. Now Williams.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. To the air, Williams.
And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Titan football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Zach Pickens
Able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes Carter. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Throwing is Williams. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
2nd and 6. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Tennessee offense set to go again.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
He'll complete this one to Okonkwo.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, so that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with him. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the 1st down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now back to throw.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Working out of the gun, Williams.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun, here's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On play action, here's Williams. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the fourth quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there, a big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down and 8.
Here's Pollard again. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision, and boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That is caught, and he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Onto the field now come the Bears.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Here's Williams.
And Allen's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Keenan Allen, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Now the point after try for Santos. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So now the Titans down 24-14. A little over a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
He'll look to throw.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here comes 2nd down.
Back to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They'll look to throw again.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.